Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu. I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be playing Come Sail Away. As you can see, here's on the table. It's a game that I recently acquired, and yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I've been enjoying my experience with this, so we're going to do a playthrough and we're going to do a review. So let's go and start our background music. Cool, nice chill music in the background. Apparently I'm sticking with my lo-fi musics for now. It's been a nice, oh man, it's a mess in here. It's been a nice journey there. So in the board game of Come Sail Away, your goal is to essentially place passengers into their appropriate spots and min-max your score. I'm only going to play one single playthrough and then do a review of it, so yeah. So I'm not going to belabor this too much. So we'll get one little playthrough in, and then I'll talk about my experience. So every player is going to get their own set of rooms, their own hall, their own boat sides, and their own, you know, the person's mad at you board. Then outside of that, oh, also, we're also gonna get our own, that's not mine, but I'm gonna use it anyway because it's the same. We're gonna get our own top board here, which I'll explain all this a little bit later. Get our cards, this aside, because we don't need it anymore. And we're gonna be on the solo side, so I might zoom my camera in. Let me do that. All right, let's see if that's enough. Might be too much. And we'll start building our board. So, oh man, it's a mess in there. Jeez. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play just the simple game, and I'll explain more as we go along. So, essentially for setup, what you want to do is you'll want to grab the five base tiles, which are these right here without numbers on them. And then you would want to grab 5 of the number tiles. Now, I'm gonna use numbers 1 through 5 because those are just a part of the simple game or the base game of things, as opposed to grabbing 6 through 10, because 6 through 10 will have some more special scoring things that I haven't played with. It might be interesting to play with those, but I'm not gonna play with those today. I'm just gonna stick with what I got here. All right. So now that you got those, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shuffle these. And also, I would like to clarify, I'm going to teach how to play solo, I should say. This is not including the multiplayer side of things. Multiplayer is going to be a little bit different. More specifically, one person randomizes their board and everybody else matches their board that person randomized. So that's important to note because not everybody's going to have their own random board. We're all going to start with the same starting information for some reason. I say for some reason because there's nothing stopping you from all just having different randomized boards, but yeah, I guess the game's stopping you from doing that. All right, I'm gonna place all these face up in a pattern that fits here in my map with 4, then 1 and 1, and then 4. Well, sorry, 4, then 1, the ballroom, 1, and then 4. So this is what my map's gonna look like, and I'll straighten it up in a second. Like so. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that the rooms are lining up like so. And the rooms, I mean like those little gaps there. And if you just kind of squish it all together in a square, which is nice that they give you all these little pieces, it'll get a nice and structurally sound right there. All right. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to take your cards and you want to shuffle them. These are the cards here. I do have my cards sleeved. These are using Chimera sleeves, which is the worst kind of sleeve to get. Let me tell you, I have stories to tell. I'll talk about my review, but Chimera sleeves, ugh. I don't like saying that word, Chimera. But yeah, shuffle those and then put those on the deck here. Oop, like that. Let's keep it right there. Oh, that's upside down, isn't it? Sorry. Okay, and then we're gonna take our numbers. So we use tiles numbers 1 through 5. So we're gonna find those. So here's number 2, number 3, 5, 1, and number 4. Like so. And we're gonna take those. Whoops, making a mess over here. Sorry, we're gonna take these, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle these, I'm gonna randomize it, and I'm gonna place them here. Now, this will be the round that these extra point scorings will expire. So what I mean by that is that if by round 5, or sorry, at the end of round 5, we'll check to see, have I finished room number 3? If the answer is no, then this will flip over, and I will no longer have the opportunity to score 3 extra points for finishing room number 3. It simulates the my opponent finishing the room before I do. All right, that might be a problem there, so I might have to move those cards. Next thing we'll do is we'll shuffle these extra rooms here. And these extra rooms, these bonus rooms, I don't know the exact wording for it. I guess you should probably look it up in the rulebook. These extra rooms will be going here at the top, face up, like so. And these are rooms that I can add to my boat, which will allow me to put more people, which I'll explain the whole putting people thing once I get everything finished set up here. Okay. Then next I'll take my little luggage bag and put it right there. And then finally I'm going to take all these little point markers. And the container that I'm using here is the GameGenic token silo. It's a spare one that I had laying around, and it just happened to work out for this, to where I can kind of put my pieces, put all the meeples that it gives you here in an empty section, and then use these other ones to kind of hold stuff. So that just happened to work out. I'm not endorsing. I'm not saying I recommend it. I'm just saying that just happened to work out. So cool. Happened to work out for my storage, I should say. All right, and now that we've done that, we are all settled and ready to go. Now, how this game works is on your turn, you will, in the solo game, you will draw 2 cards. Now, these 2 cards will tell you some information. This information will be the passengers that they give you, and they'll have a luggage track. Now, these pieces of information are very important to keep in mind because what will happen is you will essentially be getting the meeples that correspond to the colors here. So essentially this is a black meeple, this is a blue meeple, and this is a teal meeple. And this one's a teal meeple, a red meeple, and a blue meeple. Now, you're not going to inherently just grab these. I'm just doing this to demonstrate the meeples that you'll get. Now, what you're going to be doing with these is you'll be placing these people inside of the rooms, and these are the valid rooms for you to place them in. All these rooms here, including the center ballroom. And these rooms have certain rules that you have to follow in order for you to place them. If you ever have to place a person in a room and they are not legally allowed to be in that room, then they'll become a disgruntled person. When they're a disgruntled person, they're worth -1 point at the end of the game. You want to try to avoid that, so try to avoid that. Now, what are the rules for each room? That's a great question. So for these rooms right here that are specifically color-coded to the meeple colors, you only want to put blue people in this room, and this one wants 3 blue people total before it scores, before it flips over, or before it becomes full. This one wants red people, which is why it's all red. And this one wants teal people, so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure we all get the picture there. Now the other, sorry, 1 second. My camera. Sorry, it's doing weird things. Okay, got it. We got it back under control. We're good. The other type of rooms, there's 2 other type of rooms. There are these rooms and those rooms. So with these rooms would want to have 2 people of the same color, and then two other people of a different color. So you basically want 2 pairs here. So you want, in this case, you want a blue and a black or you want a teal and a yellow. Whatever colors you end up doing is up to you. It's just once you put in one color, so once I put in a red person here, then this other chair wants a red person, and then this one wants somebody who's not red, but here and here. The same colors. And then finally, this room, you want a different person, you want a different color in each seat. So those are all important to note because those will be determining where you can put people and where you're allowed to put people. Now you might be asking, CulBlu, how do I place people? That's a great question. So when you place people, we're gonna ignore these cards down here for a second, but let's say I have to place actually, we're not gonna ignore these cards. I'll answer that question in a second. Let me talk about these cards first. These cards will determine which people you'll have. Now, I had to choose one of these 2 cards to keep and play. The other one I'm going to throw away. In a multiplayer game, the other card that you don't pick, you'll pass to your opponent. You won't throw it away. That's the biggest difference between a solo game and a multiplayer game. Also, in a solo or a multiplayer game, you don't have this situation going on. It's just whoever does it first, does it first. But going back to explanation, in a solo game, I'm going to choose either this card or this card to get these people. Now, let's say I choose this card, So I'm choosing this card, hypothetically. I'm going to keep this card to show how many rounds I played, because this game will play over the course of 12 rounds. And I will get to place these people. Now, when I place these people, I will have to place them in the order of teal, red, blue, or the order of blue, red, teal. I'm not allowed to do red, then blue, then teal, or red, teal, blue. I must go either from left to right or from right to left. So that's an important thing to know. So in this particular case, when I place the people, I will have to place them on my board following a snake-like fashion. So essentially, I can place a person or people like that in a snake-like fashion. What you're not allowed to do when you're doing your snake-like fashion is you're not allowed to skip any rooms, and you're also not allowed to double back on yourself. So what I mean by that is that if I were to use this as an example, I'm not allowed to do this number like that. Well, first of all, that person's not legally there, so actually let me make this more legal. I'm not allowed to do, let me get my order back together. I'm not allowed to do this because that will have me snaking back into the same room, and that is illegal. So I'm not allowed to do that. I am also not allowed to do this number because I skipped 2 rooms. You're not allowed to skip any rooms when you're doing your snake placement. And that is important because that restriction really brings about the puzzle that you're trying to solve and try to play with here. So given what I have here on the board, and I'll use this as my start here, I will choose to do this, and then that. Now, once you finish placing your people, you will check your card before you move on. You'll check your card and you'll see, okay, does anybody have a suitcase? And the answer will always be yes on all of your cards. But there'll be someone with a suitcase. In this case, this is a blue person. In this case, it's a red person. But in this case, it's a red person. Now the question is, did you place that person in one of the rooms with doors? If the answer is yes, then you will get yourself a move on the luggage track. And that's great. Move on the luggage track is great because eventually you'll get some rewards. So we're gonna continue with this rolling teach that I'm apparently doing, and we're gonna just continue playing the game. So now I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. Sorry. Before we do that, we check to see, did I finish any rooms? The answer is no. Finished room is when all the room is full, all the seats are filled. But the answer is no, I did not finish any room. So now we move on to the next round, and I draw 2 more cards. And again, in a multiplayer game, you'll be passing your cards you didn't pick to your opponent, and then you'll be drawing a card to refill your hand back up to 2. But in a solo game, you're gonna be drawing 2, keeping 1 thrown the other way, and then drawing 2 new ones. All right. So in this case, I have this one, which gives me a lot of people, and I have this one with arrows. Now these 2 arrows on the side, this means that when I pick this card, I'm only getting 2 people, but I get to put them wherever I want. These 2 arrows mean I get to put them wherever I want. So I can put the yellow person here and the red person there. I can put the yellow person here and the red person there. I'm not allowed to put the yellow person here and the red person there because I'm doubling back with air quotes on myself. So I'm not allowed to do that. But that's what I could do with this card if I wanted to pick it. Given that I want to try to finish rune number 3 before the 5th round, this is the 2nd round, I want to try to focus on this. So as a result, I think this actually might be a really good card for me because I can do black, red, yellow, yellow. So I think that's what I'll do. While this card is very tempting, I'm not going to do it because I have a better move here. So I'm going to kind of take my puzzle that I had there, grab my people from the pier. This is called the pier. And I'm going to place them accordingly. So in this case, I'm doing black, red, yellow, yellow, like that. That's it. And then I check my card. Did I put the yellow person in their room? I did, so therefore I get to move my luggage track. And once you hit on this spot with the door, what you get to do is you get to take one of these beautiful doors and add it to any of these 4 spots. Now these doors will allow you to, to place passengers on them too, and they'll be worth points at the end of the game, and they'll allow you to do that from these little connections. So these rooms are actually really nice because they allow you to kind of get your chain going this way or get your chain going that way. They can also be a detriment later on because if a room is full, as in it's flipped over because you scored it and it's full, or it's you know, been completed, if I should say, then if I were to put a person in a room that is full or completed, then they'll become disgruntled automatically. So for example, if this room were already full and now we're placing such that I need to place a person here and I want to place a person there and I want to place a person there, then when I place a person here, they're not in the correct room, they become disgruntled, they go over here, and that's not good. So I want to try to avoid that, of course. All is not a loss if that happens, it's just not good. All right, so I chose my door, I put it there. I did not score any of my rooms, so now I move on to the next round. And I'm on round 3 because I have 2 cards here. And I'm about to get my 3rd. So, given that I really want to finish room number 3, and I guess I want to start working on room number 2 as well, I think I might take this card. Because this card lets me do something really nice. So I'm going to take this card. It's going to give me a black, red, red, yellow. And I will do black, red, red, yellow. Now this is the ballroom or the main hall or the stairwell, grand staircase, whatever they call it. I forget what they call it. But this is the middle room. In the middle room, you're allowed to move from here and then go to any other room, except for the one you just came from, of course, or the ones you just came from. So for instance, I would not be allowed, of course, to do... I would not be allowed to do this number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, first of all, this person doesn't work there. Second of all, I'm doubling back into a room that I've already gone to, and that's not allowed. So you cannot sneak upon yourself. But I am allowed to do what I just did. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now, one of the main things about this middle room is that this middle room can only hold 3 different colors of meeples. So in this case, I can put as many red as I want to here, from here on out. And I can put some other color and some other color. Once I have my 3 colors committed though, unless I do something to remove people from here, which is a thing that can happen, which I'll explain, actually it can happen if I get to this spot here. It can happen with that. This is a move a person back from the main staircase into one of the rooms, or move a person from the pier. We'll explain more of that when we get to it. But I can either do the, that's one of the ways I can remove a person from the middle. Otherwise, I'll be stuck with my decision. So, okay, cool. All right. We check, did I put the person with the suitcase in the room? I did not, so I do not get a luggage move, and now we move on to the next round. All right, so I really want to finish this room. I don't know what colors I'm going to need, but I don't think it'll matter as long as I can put people in their luggage rooms. And if I get another black person and put it here, that'll be good because it'll give me a free luggage track move. This here in the bottom right hand corner will show me a little symbol that moves the luggage track. And if I look at the back of the room tile, so here's a blue room tile, if I look at the back of it, it has this little symbol here, and this is worth 5 points at the end of the game, but it moves this little thing here. That just means that it will move this track once I finish it. So knowing that information, because I want to plan for that, what if I did red, yellow? Oh, that won't work. Well, yeah, no, it'll work. Red, yellow, red, right? It's not going to give me much to finish there, but it will give me a luggage track move. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Never mind. Bad move is bad. How about I take this one? A lot of tough decisions here. Yeah, I think this is where the puzzle becomes a lot more intense than one intended it to become, huh? So I can do red, yellow, red. I think it might be my best move. It puts a yellow in the right room, and it also gives me some fill out here for number 4, which I can get some points for. My reward for finishing one of these before the round is over on the counter down here is that I get 3 extra points, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. It definitely adds up. All right, so we got red, yellow, red. So I'm gonna do red, yellow, and then red, like so. And did I put a yellow person in the right room? I did, so therefore I get to move this up 1 and I get another door. And I think I wanna put it on, I wanna put it on this side because I wanna give myself an out. So I'm gonna go with this one. And we'll see if I regret the decision later. So now we're on round 4. We're about to go to round 5. This is where I might be in trouble. All right, I gotta get a move on. So I want a yellow here. And ooh. No, I want a red. I want to put the red away. So If I do blue, red, yellow, teal, that feels good. Blue, red, yellow, teal. Yeah, that works. That feels good. Oh, hold on. Let me check this one. This one is teal, blue, teal, red. I could do teal, blue, teal. No, that doesn't help me. Okay, I like this one better. I don't think I'll be able to finish a room before the end of the round here, but I will try my darndest. I will try my darndest, let me tell you. All right. So that. And I think I was going to do... What was I going to do? I don't remember. I think I was going to do blue, red, yellow, teal. I think that's the move. So that allows me to move up because I put a red person in the room, which just goes there. And that gives me a person from the pier, which, oh man, I'm not going to put it in a room that's useful, am I? Shoot. All right, what's room number 2 over there? Okay. So this allows me to move a person from the pier over here, any color I want, into a room. And I think I'll just do the yellow like that to finish out that room, because I want this side to try to finish around the same time. So that's going to be completed. So I finished the yellow, and that's going to move my track up one more, which is going to give me another door to choose from. And I will choose the yellow red door, and I'll put it right there because I have plans. And that is it. Now the question is, did I finish room number 3? No. So therefore I get nothing. All right, now move on to the next round. And again, I'll play 12 rounds total. 12 rounds total. I have a high tendency when I play this game to try to not get any disgruntled persons, even if that means doing suboptimal moves. That doesn't mean it always works, but that's what my tendency is. So I can do blue, black. Yellow is going to be lost. This one gives me teal, yellow, red. So teal, yellow. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I like this one. Teal, yellow, red. And we're going to do teal. Wait, what room do I need to finish? Number 2. Oh, that's not happening. Well, it could happen. Oh man, it's gonna mess me up though. What was this other card? I'm trying to make a number 2 finished, and I guess get working on number 1. So this is gonna give me blue, black. Okay, yellow's bad. So red. Nope, yellow's bad. What if I did red? Nope. Jeez. I can finish number 4 though. So if I did blue, then black, yellow, red. All that does is finish room number 4, but I do not finish room number 2. So I think sticking with my original plan was good. It doesn't give me the room that I want, but it gives me people placed in the right spots, and it feels good. So teal, yellow, red, and yellow was placed in the right room, so therefore I get a boost, which allows me to move a person from the staircase. Now, in-game scoring, I will score 0 points for every meeple that is in the middle. I will score 1 point for every meeple that is not in a finished room. So as a result, getting people out of the grand ballroom is nice, or grand staircase is nice, because it gives me points back. So in this case, I'm on this track here where I can move a person from I can pull a person from here and put them in a room, or I can pull a person from the pier and add them to my board. I think I'm gonna pull this person from here and add them into this room, because that's gonna give me my last room. It's gonna finish that. Actually, before I do, hold on, let me think. Number 1 is next, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna put the right person here instead, right? And my plan is to, oh man, actually I don't think it's possible. Shoot. All right, nope, I lied. I'm just gonna stick with this. This is a simpler plan. So I'm gonna use this action to move the person from the ballroom to here, and then finish this room. Just get it all done. And that's going to give me a boost, which is gonna give me another room, which I will use it for teal. Actually, I'll use it for yellow. Like that. All right, I can put no more extra rooms, but I will be able to start getting points here soon. And then we check, we're on round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have not finished room number 2, therefore that flips. Now we move on to the next round. Simple game is simple, but very difficult. Very herdy on brain, let me tell you. Oh man. So what about blue? Ooh, this is gonna be rough here. Because I want to finish room number 4. Okay, I can do blue, red, blue, yellow. Yeah. Can I do yellow, blue? No. So not yellow, blue, red. Well, black. What is this one? So teal, black, yellow? That could work. Oh, yellow, black, teal. I like that a lot better. Actually, no, I don't like that because it's gonna orphan my room over there. Hard times. All right, so I kind of like doing the yellow. No, I don't, because I want to put the black in the room. Oh yeah, that's what. Well, lots of hard decisions here. Our 4 is almost done too. I guess black is the color that I'm missing here. The problem is I want to put black in a room so I can get a boost up, and then I get to put more people in places, you know. So I really want to put a person in the proper room, and that's my dilemma right now, because there's no way for me to do that without getting a disgruntled traveler, and I really don't like getting disgruntled travelers if I don't have to. There is a way to get a disgruntled, or 2 ways to get disgruntled travelers placed back, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. I think I should just take the hit. I don't want to though. I can put the blue person there. So blue, red, blue, yellow. Yeah. I think that's the move. So blue, red, blue, yellow. So we're gonna do blue, then red is disgruntled, then blue again, then yellow. Right? That gives me what I need. I got a suitcase in the right room, so it's gonna give me a boost, and I get to remove somebody from the grand ballroom. Could I have done that another way? No, I could not have done that another way. Well, I get to add somebody from the pier, and I will add. Number 3 is already taken. Number 5 and 4. I just finished number 4. So I think I will do a blue person. Whoop. Uh-oh. Running away. And put them there. And they'll finish that. gonna be 5 points. It's gonna be nice at the end of the game. Okay. So that's what we'll do with that. And now we finish this room as well. That's another 5 points. Look at these points I'm getting. Feels great. Okay. So things are looking a little sketchy there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I finished room number 4. So we'll get 3 points. And I did not finish room number 1. So then I move on. Oop, too many cards. I didn't see that one. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh, man. This one's almost perfect because I can do... oh, actually, I can do... Well, no, I'm still gonna be short one. So I can do red, red, yellow, teal. That's such a good move there. This one gives me blue and then sadness, so I don't want to do that. Okay. I think I'm gonna take that. Another disgruntled person. We're gonna do red, red, yellow, teal, right? We're gonna do red here, then red, and then yellow, and then teal. And that gives me 3 runes finished, which is nice. We're on round 8, so number 4. I've already finished number 4, so it doesn't matter. But I finished this room, I finished this room. And then I finished this room, which is the big one. That moves me up. I got 1 point at the end of the game. Woo! Alright, next round. Alright, see, we got yellow, teal, blue, black. Well, black, blue. Ooh, ooh, yeah. That's almost perfect, but it works. All right, what about this one? What does this give me? Nothing great. Room number 5. I'm not gonna finish room number 5, so yeah, we're just gonna stick with the good old reliable here. Good old reliable. Yellow, teal, blue, black. And then we're going to do that in the form of black, blue, teal, yellow. Okay. We did not put the person in the right room, so that's fine. But we did finish this room here. It's going to make it a little bit difficult to finish that room over there, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But it's kind of what we got to work with. I do get to move up. Oh, perfect. All right, so I get to pull a person from the pier or move a disgruntled person, so it won't be negative. I really want to pull a person from the pier and finish that room, but you know what? I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna do this instead because I want 1 less negative point. Okay, that's round 9. Yep. So finished. Draw 2. And ooh, wrong colors. So close, so close. I think I still might take it though. Because I can do teal and black. Now alternatively, can I make this work? No, all 3 of these colors are in that room. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. All right, I think this is our move. Because it allows me to do black and teal, and then I'll do black here, and then teal up there. And I did place black into the right room, so it moves me up. And then I finish this room, which is room number 2. I get no bonuses for that, because the timer is already passed. But that's it, round 10. Now we're moving to round 11. Round 11. Oh, sorry, before we do that, I finished this room. That moves me up. Boop. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's see. So I think this one's speaking to me. This one's speaking a lot to me. It's giving me exactly what I need. Oh, actually, is it? So I can do black. Oh no. Okay, I lied. This one's speaking to me. It's speaking to me. Because it allows me to do red and blue. So I can do blue here. And then, oh, I lied. Blue up here to finish that room. And then I can do red. I guess I'll do red over here. So it's going to be worth a point at the end of the game anyway. So let's finish that room. Feeling pretty good. So this is the last round coming up. This is the last round. Can I finish anything? Ooh, not with this attitude. So close. Yet so far. Alright, the best I can do is not lose points here. So I think this is my card. Because everything else will mess me up. Right? That gives me a blue, teal... Sorry, teal, blue, teal. So we'll do teal, then blue, and then teal. All right. And that is it. Our ship has arrived, or is setting sail now. Set sail, come sail away with us. All right, let me go ahead and get our proverbial photographo. There we go. And we will see how we did. Oh no, whoops. Come sail away. Plus image, add. Yep, boom, bam, done. Okay. And let's see, how many full rooms do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 50 points in 4 rooms. Passengers, I do not count the ballroom, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 passengers. Bonus tokens, I got 3 points for that. Luggage track, I get, oops, 6 points. Disgruntled passengers, 1. And my final score is 65 points. Woo, yeah. All right, that's it. So that's gonna be it for the playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here. So thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to check out the next video where I talk about my review of the game. Yeah, that's it. This comes the other way. Very straightforward. And thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.